Hey there, if you're making 100K plus from YouTube, Twitch, brand deals, Patreon, etc. in a year, I want to talk to you for a minute. Because at that level, taxes aren't as much of an annoyance as they are a chance to strategize. Most creators I talk to at this stage don't actually have a tax strategy. They have someone who files their return. That's not the same thing. So what changes at six figures? When you cross into six figures, three things change. First, your tax exposure jumps fast. Second, your income usually becomes a little less predictable. And third, your business decisions start directly impacting your long-term wealth. At 30 or 40K a year, you can kind of wing it. But at 200K, winging it costs real money. So what we're talking about now is managing self-employment tax, optimizing the QBI deduction, making sure we elect the S corp at the proper time, optimizing retirement contributions for tax savings, managing multi-state income. There's a few there, but this is where casual can turn expensive if you keep that attitude towards the taxes. So section 2, we'll talk about the LLC myth. A lot of creators form an LLC and feel like they've handled the taxes. And I get it. That's usually the first step. But an LLC is simply a legal structure. It doesn't change your tax outcome by itself. The real question at this level becomes, should you elect the S corp status? If so, when? What should your salary be? Are you optimizing QBI? Are you planning for quarterly taxes or just kind of reacting in April? The LLC isn't the strategy. It's just a tool that allows for tax optimization. And up next, another bit we see is the cash flow trap. Here is a pattern I see a lot. We see revenue go up, lifestyle improves, it's awesome, we got more cash. The tax planning stays the same. Creators start having 20K, 30K, or even 100K plus months, but they're not forecasting what that means for April. So tax season feels like just this overwhelming burden in time, but it doesn't have to be. It's simply just math that needs to be planned for. We've seen the majority of our clients go from super stressed at tax time to feeling confident thanks to the work that we do with them throughout the year. Their stress being lower helps them be able to focus more on their content and their production and keeping that in top tier shape, knowing that when tax time comes around, everything is handled with that and their tax bill is optimized. So the next thing we want to see people doing in this is start thinking like a business owner. So at six figures, you're not just a content creator anymore. You've got this digital business that you're running. This means you'll have to be thinking about how you pay yourself. How do you reduce your taxes legally? Does your state have any tax strategies to consider? What are your retirement options? Does a solo 401k or a SEP make the most sense? How do we smooth kind of irregular income? The goal isn't necessarily to pay zero taxes, it's to minimize them. I had a college professor once say that if you don't want to pay taxes, don't make any money. But we need that in today's world. But the goal is tax minimization. You want to use the rules of the tax code to your advantage. And the goal is to have control over those. So if you're in that six-figure range, and you've never had a real strategy conversation, I put together something called the Creator Tax Checkup. So check it out if you're curious about where your business and tax strategy stands. I'll link it in the description below. Because at this level, taxes shouldn't feel reactive. They should feel like they're part of the plan.